Okay, so this video is for anyone who thinks HR always get it right. Newsflash, they don't. This is the case of a mental health charity worker who worked for his employer from 2015 through to 2023 when he was dismissed. He had an unblemished record, good record of service, got on well with his colleagues, worked well with his managers, had good performance reviews. But in 2023, March 2023, there was a complaint made against him from a service user. Now, the service user raised 3 complaints against him, and the charity decided to outsource the investigation into these complaints to a HR contractor, an outsourced HR contractor. Now, the claimant was too ill to participate in the initial disciplinary investigation. And so the HR contractor said, well, I've got no evidence from the claimant, from your employee, so I'm just going to take the word of the complainant as being fact, and we have to move forward for dismissal. And that's what the charity did. They actually dismissed him. They did give him the right to appeal and said to him, you may appeal the decision, but he said, no, this is a kangaroo court. Your disciplinary investigation has been fatally flawed. You've done no investigation. You've not listened to my side of the story. You've not given me a fair hearing, so I'm not going to participate in your appeal. And so, surprise, surprise, the employer decides to uphold their appeal and their initial decision, and the dismissal stands. We now move forward to the Employment Tribunal, and in the Employment Tribunal, the judge said, whoa, just wait a minute. And the judge said, the investigation that happened into this complaint is fundamentally flawed. In fact, you haven't done an investigation. All you have done is listen to the complaints. There were social workers that were involved with this service user who could have been questioned and who could have provided evidence to the investigation. The complainant themselves could have been interviewed and could have provided evidence to the investigation. That didn't happen. You could have looked into the complainant's background. As it turns out, they were at the time of the complaint transferring their medication for psychosis, and none of that was investigated. No one internally was interviewed. No evidence was called from any other witnesses. And so the judge said, this is fundamentally unfair, and his complaint for unfair dismissal was upheld. However, this is news for anyone taking Employment Tribunal cases forward. Although he won his case, the claimant will have his award reduced by 20%. That's a huge reduction because he didn't participate in the disciplinary investigation or the appeal process that followed. And so there is a lesson for all of us who are taking Employment Tribunal cases. Please participate in the grievance or disciplinary or appeal process. Otherwise, it will cost you dearly if you get to the Employment Tribunal and you win. So what do you think about this case? Do you think it was fair or unfair that he should have his award reduced by 20%? Let me know in the comments below.